Your Honor, my client is pleading not guilty to all charges.
I'll set a preliminary hearing in 2 weeks. You can check with the clerk as to the exact date and time.
We'd also like to request that my client be released on his own recognizance. He is a police officer.
Does the Assistant District Attorney have any comments?
Your Honor, the state objects to bail for this defendant. Like all of us here, he's an officer of the court. He should have been respecting the law. Instead of it, he flaunted it by aiding and abetting a suspect felon. He's also charged with the theft of a motorcycle. There's no way this man should be allowed back on the street.
Your Honor, my client poses no threat to the community. With all due respect to the Assistant District Attorney, he's basing all of his arguments on philosophical grounds. The reality of the situation is that my client spent one night in jail, and he had to be hospitalized for injuries he received by his fellow cellmates. One need only look at his face to see the evidence of this. This court has not heard the last of this violation of civil rights to Officer Jones. If he's denied bail now without just cause, that would only be increasing the scope of those violations. The police have yet to defend or even explain what happened in that jail cell last night. My client, Officer Jones, and his wife, Felicia, were detained and kept in a common cell with convicted felons, who then proceeded to beat up Officer Jones and his wife, Felicia, because he is a cop and because she is the wife of a cop.
You state your case well, Counselor.
Your Honor, there are very practical reasons why I protest releasing the defendant. He chose to run from the law. There is no reason to make us believe he won't run again.
That's a valid point.
Your Honor, if I may, one need only look at my client to see that the conclusion must be reached that he not return to jail. Can this court guarantee his safety if he is reincarcerated? Can the Assistant District Attorney?
That is not the issue, Counselor.
Your Honor, my client is being made a victim of reverse discrimination here. The Assistant District Attorney would have bail denied him solely because he's a cop.
You may have a point, Mr. Meyer.
Your Honor,
I've heard enough to make my decision, Mr. Ames. I think you've made a cogent argument for bail, Mr. Meyer. I will order your client be released on bail.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm setting bail for $250,000.
Your Honor, would you consider lowering the bail amount? It seems excessively high.
Don't push your luck, Counselor. The amount stands. What do you call the next case?
Yes, Your Honor.
So now what, huh?
The case of Main Street
Take him a
Lumber
collection.
Company against Mr.
Your Honor,
Johnson.
I'm here to post bail for Mr. Jones.
Hey, my brother, huh?
Come on, let's go
What the
home.
hell is the matter with you? $25,000 from my bond. That's kind of above and beyond Call of Duty.
What are you
isn't it?
talking about? I'm your brother.
Hey. Hi, everybody. How did it go? Do I see a face of relief?
Yes, that's exactly.
Relieved and very grateful.
Great. Frisco, how about an interview?
Excuse me, Frisco, but the press is going to have to wait.
What's up?
I'm here to take you to your next hearing. The police trial board, remember?
Jake, come on. What happened at the hearing?
You know, you ought to give us a break. Everything's coming down on Frisco today.
Okay, then what's with the police trial board?
Off the record.
Off the record.
Police trial board is going to decide whether or not to terminate Frisco force.
Oh, wonderful. You're going to have...
We were just kind of admiring your child.
Baby Jones has just realized that her fingers taste delicious. She's a very smart girl, you know.
How's Frisco? Any news?
I'm just waiting to hear the results of this hearing. Any news?
Well, we won the first round.
First round?
Frisco got bail.
Great.
Oh, dang.
Well, you really shouldn't be thanking me. You should be thanking Tony. He posted the bond.
Thank you, Tony. Oh, thank you so much.
You know you better treat that little girl right, otherwise you're going to have to answer to me.
And you know, we are so grateful to you two.
I'm coming back to look at her in an hour.
I'd love to do that. I have to play lawyer today, not doctor. I got to take Felicia over to her arraignment. Got a date with the judge, remember?
Yeah, I'm ready, I think.
Don't worry. Judge wouldn't dare deny you bail, not after what you've been through.
Jake, listen, there's a problem. I don't know how we're going to get bail for Felicia again, especially if the judge sets another $250,000. Oh, Felicia, look, I'll go with you. I can post it.
You what? Oh, thank you, Rick. Oh,
Come on, we better get going.
Thanks, Rick. Sure.
Felicia, good luck.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
You know what? Jake is going to make a wonderful father someday.
Frisco's out on bail.
Oh, boy, out of the frying pan into the fire. Now he just has that police hearing to look forward to.
He's already facing baptism by fire. The police trial board are already in session, and frankly, I'm nervous for Frisco.
You should be, Anna.
You think this is all cut and dry? I mean, do you think they're actually going to terminate him?
Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but all they can do is weigh the evidence, and they can be tough, Anna. They don't deal in personalities.
Just been so damn helpless.
Well, wait a minute now. You might be able to help Frisco. If the board orders a suspension for him, then maybe you and I can have something to say about the length of that suspension.
But if they terminate him from the force, do we still have some influence then?
That's an entirely different game. In all the years that I've been on the force, I've only seen that board overruled a couple of times.
It means so much to Frisco to
I
be
know.
a cop. I don't know how he would cope with this kind of a blow. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, hiya, Duke. Anna, I'll be in my office if you hear anything. Oh, Robert, you saved me some trouble. I wanted to talk to you.
Likewise. Anything on the APB regarding those two Frenchmen?
No, nothing yet, but I do have some thoughts on a couple of other things, Robert.
Why do I suddenly feel a lecture coming on?
Look, I know that you meant well, but you no longer have any authority here in Port Charles. You have no right to give anybody orders without checking with me and Anna.
Do I have to remind you that I overheard two characters planning on killing Frisco Felicia and myself? Now, in my position, what would you have done?
Absolutely nothing until I had checked with me, for one thing.
You weren't around, mate. Neither was Anna. So I took the liberty while I was still alive. Otherwise, you'd have 3 murders on your hands. Not to mention your books. Come on, Bert, loosen up.
All right, let's drop it. You did what you thought you had to, I'm sure. Oh, by the way, there were no fingerprints on those alarm system wires.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're looking tired, mate. You all right?
A lot of pressure, Robert, a lot of pressure. Anna's feeling it, too.